Alright, next question. Is YouTube the only thing that you do, or do you have a job that you go to? Man, wouldn't it be nice if YouTube was all that I did, but most definitely not. I don't make any money. Well, I shouldn't say I make no money, but I hardly make any money from YouTube. I've been doing this for over a year and a half now, and I got one check for $111 a few months back, and I think I might have like $60 that's sitting in there, waiting to get to 100 to cash it out again. So I don't even know what that would be per hour, like 2 cents per hour, but no, definitely not my full-time job. YouTube does not pay well unless you get really, really, really big. My full-time job is actually online coaching. If you didn't know, I moved from Minnesota to Florida in April, quit my job down there, which was in printing. I was in supervision for the last 15 years roughly, and I quit that, and I'm following my passion and my dreams now. So shameless plug, if you're looking for some online coaching, let me know, because that is what I do for a full-time job. I am credentialed, I'm certified through NASM, and it's my passion now, so it's what I do. So my full-time job is online training. YouTube is just kind of something I do for fun on the side. Okay, time for a serious question. Bit on a personal level, but any race-related issues you've had being in a mixed-race family unit? You know, I gotta say, I've been pretty lucky. I mean, I started dating my wife in junior year of high school, 1996. We've been married for 11, dating and married combined for 19 years now. Yeah, I took a while, but there hasn't been much race-related issues kind of in our family. Now, I mean, there's been some instances where, you know, people have made some kind of crude comments, but it wasn't anything huge. It's not like any big fights have started out about it or anything like that. And, you know, I lived in Minneapolis, or a suburb of Minneapolis, which is a very, very diverse area, so that might have something to do with it too. But there hasn't been much. You know, it kind of makes me wonder. It's easy for me to say because I'm the white one in the relationship, but I wonder how my wife feels about that. I'm gonna go ask her. Hang on. I seriously just thought of this right now. Be interesting to see what she says. Alright, I'm back. You know what? She pretty much said the same thing. There really hasn't been much. I mean, just been, you know, just a couple comments here and there, but nothing like big, nothing ever, you know, nothing real serious has ever come from it. So I guess we're lucky in that, because I know not everybody's in the same way, and not to get too like into it and too deep, but I think a lot of people go looking for the trouble too. Like, they almost want to be offended by race-related issues, and they go out searching for it, and that's why they have so many issues with race, because it's almost like they want there to be problems, and I just don't understand that. Not saying there aren't race issues out there. There are lots of them, and they are big and they are real, but you know, we just haven't really dealt with it. Most of the time, honestly, most little bit of issues we've ever had with it have been, you know, kind of black people giving my wife crap about being with a white person, almost like she's a sellout or something like that, you know? But nothing big. Okay, next question is, where would you ideally see yourself in 5 years, and why do you always look like you've smoked a bowl? Haha, just kidding. But, you know, in 5 years, you know, I just want to be fully established as kind of like one of the experts in the fitness world, you know, in terms of powerlifting, becoming a really successful powerlifting coach that really helps people get ready for meets, whether, even if they're not competing, you know, just kind of be a go-to guy for people that want to be coached, and kind of be seen as kind of a powerhouse in the kind of powerlifting community as a good coach. Then besides that, you know, now that we're living in Florida now, hopefully in 5 years we'll still be here, but we'll be making more money. Hopefully we can have a nice house by then and be more established, whereas right now, completely broke, just kind of living paycheck to paycheck and doing what we can to kind of make ends meet. We're doing okay. It's not like we're broke, but you know, we're definitely fighting hard, and we don't have a lot of extra money by any means. But so 5 years, if I could be established, kind of living somewhere nice, and I don't need to be rich. I have no desire to be rich whatsoever. I don't need to be famous. I just want to make an okay living doing what I love in the place that I want to be, and that's kind of the path that I'm on right now. Okay, now these next ones should be more kind of YouTube related. Yeah, the first question is, my question is going to be how you push through the low subscriber phase. I'm sure it's putting out quality videos and consistency, but did you use any other social media, and what would you suggest? You know, it's so bizarre for me, because it was like 5-6 months ago, I kind of felt like YouTube was hopeless for me, and I was wasting my time, and there was no point to it. So it's kind of funny now to, have people kind of think that I've become a little bit more successful, and I don't know, maybe you hit that 1,000 subscriber mark and things kind of changed. But I mean, what you said about pushing through, that's really what it is. Whether it's YouTube or anything else in life. I mean, if it's something that you really want to do and that you're passionate about and that you like, it's just that. It's about pushing through it. It's about not quitting when everybody else would. Again, I don't like to sound cliche, but sometimes that's the only way to put it. I mean, I think back to when I only had a couple hundred subscribers and I was really struggling, I was getting nothing, and looking back, my videos were pretty crappy too, so I didn't deserve subscribers at the time. I mean, they were really bad. But I remember looking at other channels and seeing them with like 6, 7, 8, 900 subscribers and thinking, wow, like, man, how do these guys do it? I mean, I don't think they're that great. I'd be jealous. I'll just be honest. I would be jealous of their channel and how they, have these subscribers that I don't. Now recently, I think I told you guys about this before, but I really cleaned out my subscription feed and got rid of a lot of channels, because there was just so many that I didn't like that I was kind of, I don't know why I kept them around, and I just wanted to clean things up so it was all channels that I like and that I want to watch. So I just went through and I deleted like 150 of them. And as I was going through the different channels, I remember I would come across these channels and go, oh man, what happened to that guy? What happened to that guy? What happened to... So many of these channels were ones that I kind of looked up to in the beginning and thought, wow, I wish I could be that successful at YouTube. And now I haven't heard from them, and now I have double, triple their subscriptions because they just stopped. They stopped. That's it. That's why people don't reach what they want in life, is because everyone stops. Things get hard and they stop. Stop giving up when things are hard, guys. It's everything. YouTube, fitness, powerlifting, your job, your marriage, anything. You just have to keep working at it, keep trying to get better, and stop giving up. Now, that said, your specific question about using other forms of social media, honestly, it didn't really work. I do post my videos on my Facebook page. I every once in a while will make a mention on my Instagram, and I'll throw it on Twitter real quick and everything, but it didn't. The only one that really kind of made any bit of a difference was when I used Google+, and I would kind of post my videos onto a bunch of different communities, and I did this for a while, and that kind of drove a little bit of traffic. It drove a decent amount of traffic to my channel. Not a lot, but at least a little bit.
Not a lot, baby girl, just a little bit.
Now that Google Plus and YouTube are completely separate entities and they don't kind of sync together like they used to, it doesn't make as big of a difference, but it still would be something. But you don't want to get super spammy either, which I was kind of like teetering on that line at the point. So now I don't really do it. I'll just post, I post a video and then I post it once on all my social media, and just, if people come, they come. If they don't, they don't. Next question, best way to grow your channel. Again, this seems bizarre to me because I am far from having a successful YouTube channel, but things have been growing pretty well lately, and honestly, things really started taking off when I stopped playing the YouTube games. When I stopped, I talked about this in my integrity video a while back, I think most people start out this way, make this mistake, but you're going on all these different channels that you probably don't even like, just commenting and hoping people will kind of pay back and come back and comment on your videos and things like that. And it just becomes exhausting and draining and too much, and I stopped playing those games, and I just started focusing on not even trying to make material that I thought other people would want to watch, just making material that I like, videos that I like to do, types of videos that I like to watch, and for me that's training videos and educational videos. Those are the things that I love. So that's what I start bringing now, and you start to find that niche with the same people that have the same interests, and from there it just starts to kind of build. But you got to have quality content, and you have to be consistent, and really, I mean, you should be uploading at least 3 times a week. If you're not, you're gonna have a really hard time kind of keeping a channel going. And I say this with probably only doing 2 videos this week, so you really do need to stay on top of it, but you also have to there's a fine line between just putting up content just to put it up and making sure you put out quality content at the same time. Do I think it's snowing in Minnesota yet? Probably not, but it could be any day. Thank God I don't have to worry about that. All right, what sports did I play growing up? Baseball was a big one. I played baseball. I actually played baseball for 25 years. 2 years ago was my last season. I retired, and last summer was the first year I didn't play baseball, with the exception of I think 1 year in my 20s, since I was 8 years old. So I played baseball all that time. I was okay. I was never a superstar or anything like that, but I had my moments. And then really, I didn't get good at baseball until I started lifting consistently. You know, when then I got into my early 30s and I started having a lot of really good years and I started producing pretty well. So anybody young out there who wants to get into baseball, start lifting because it makes a huge difference. I also played basketball, but I really sucked, so I didn't stick with that very much. And honestly, my best sport probably would have been football, but I was so small, my parents wouldn't let me play, and it's probably for the best anyway. I probably got killed, but I was pretty naturally good at football, but never really actually played it. Favorite sporting moment of all time? Well, probably Jordan's last shot, the push-off play against the Jazz to seal his last championship before he retired. That was amazing. Big Bulls fan my whole life. Bulls and Cubs. Yeah, I never was a hometown guy. I get crap for it all the time, but I never liked any hometown teams. Except for the North Stars, who then moved to Dallas, and I said, screw you, hockey, and never watched hockey again. Go figure. Okay, last question. Well, it's 3 questions. What kind of music do you listen to? Ever thought about getting a tattoo? And how do you like where you moved? Music, I don't really have a favorite music that I listen to now. I listen to a wide variety of music. Really, as long as it's not country or Maroon 5, I can probably listen to it. But I'd have to say my favorite music of all time was actually kind of the old school rap, back in the mid 90s when Death Row Records was in its heyday, kind of the gangster rap area with, you know, Tupac and Dre and Snoop and all those guys. That was the best. That was my favorite, but nobody makes music like that anymore. Yeah, I'm old. Ever thought about getting a tattoo? No, I don't really like tattoos. I don't hate tattoos on other people, just they don't do anything for me. If you like them, great. If not, whatever. Don't really care for them. And how do I like where I moved? I freaking love it here. I love it, especially now that it's getting cold in Minnesota and it's still in the 80s here every single day. It makes me feel really good. So I love heat. I like humidity too, so the summer didn't bother me at all. I love being able to go to the pool, go to the ocean. And then I can't lie, a big part of why I love it here too is finding the gym that I go to. No, I love Powerhouse so much. It's like my, you know, it's like my other family. You know, I go there and I train and I have so much fun and I'm with like-minded people. I'm with people that, you know, the people that get me. Even though I've trained for 7 years now, only powerlifted for about 1.5 years, but trained for 7 years. And I always felt like I was kind of the odd one, like nobody really got me. You know, I was always in the commercial gyms where it's like frowned upon to be kind of loud and make noise and stuff like that. So I never really felt like I fit in. And at Powerhouse, I feel like I fit in and it's where I belong. So that's made a big difference too. But it's a little bit hard. I haven't made a lot of friends. You know, we haven't been here that long. So I mean, it's not all easy, but I love it. I lied. One more question. We have a late entry that came from my wife just now in the bedroom. She wanted to know, now that I'm doing what I love for a living, is my life easier? It's a really good question, and it's again, it depends how you look at it. I wouldn't say my life is easier, but it's definitely better. I mean, it's hard. It is really hard. Starting your own business, trying to grow it from the ground up, not really having a name out there in the industry yet. So, I mean, I'm scraping along. I'm not very good at marketing at this moment, so I'm not good about getting my name out there. That's really what I've been studying lately is marketing. Even though I hate marketing, kind of important if you want to make some sales. So it's hard. It's really hard, you know, trying to build my business. But when I'm doing the things that I want to do for my actual career, I love it. I love helping people build strength, build muscle, lose fat, and kind of teach them the right way to do things because there's so much bad information out there and people think that everything has to be so difficult and it's really not. You just need to put things in place. So, you know, when I get those emails from people, from my clients that, you know, are big thank yous about how, you know, how I've changed their lives and made things better for them and this and that, and it feels really good, you know. So it's awesome. I love it. I'm hopeful that things are going to pick up for me, and I think they will. It just takes time. I've been doing this for about 5 months now, so I'm very new to this stuff, but it's worth it. I wouldn't say it's easier. It was probably easier before, actually, because I could just roll into my job that I did for 15 years and kind of moonwalk all over it and not have to think hard about it and just kind of do my job and come home and not be invested in it, because I didn't care about that job. I didn't really care a whole lot about it. I hate to say it. I did my job and I worked hard and I did what I had to do to be successful, but I didn't care about it. It wasn't me, so it made it kind of easy because I was detached from it. Now I'm really attached because this is my passion, this is what I care about. So you look at it that way, I mean, easier no, better yes. So, alright guys, sorry that was really long. I might actually cut out some of those questions and not even put them in there to try to kind of help shorten it, but really appreciate all the questions. I really appreciate your support. If you guys ever have any questions at all that you want me to answer, please just let me know. Do not be afraid. Do not hesitate to ask. I will definitely get back to you. And if they're really good questions, I may even do a video like some of the questions that I got from this last video. So shoot my questions anytime you have them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.